Hey everyone, my name is Erica and I will be leading you through a few flute warm-ups this week. This week we are going to be working on some B-flat major warm-ups and also chop busters 7 and 4. So we're going to start off with number 1 in your Unit 1 warm-ups, which are long tones based on B-flat major. When you play long tones, it's very important that you take a nice full breath at the beginning, get your breath support working, and playing with your nicest tone possible. So we're just going to play number 1 together. I'll give you a tempo, and you'll see that you're holding out each note for 8 beats and then 4 beats of rest in between. So in those 4 beats, you want to take a nice deep breath so that you're ready to come in on the next note. So here we go, and 1, 2, ready, and rest, 2, 3, and rest, 2, 3, and awesome. And then number 2 is the same thing, we're just going back down. So let's try those. 1, 2, ready, and rest, 2, 3, and rest, 2, 3, and at any point, if you feel like you need to pause the video to catch up on some concepts on your own, feel free to do so, and then you can resume whenever you're ready. So let's look at number 9 now. This is the full B-flat major scale. You'll remember that B-flat major scale has 2 flats, B-flat and E-flat. So we'll play through this together. 1, 2, ready, and recommend warming up with some long tones or a scale before each of your practice sessions. Now we're going to move on to chop busters. Let's start with number 7. So same thing here, it's very important to take a nice full breath before we start number 7 since we're playing all whole notes. Let's try to breathe every 2 or 4 measures instead of after every measure to really try to challenge your endurance and your breath support. Also remember to play with your best tone possible. Since this isn't a super technically challenging exercise, we want to drop your jaw and play with your best tone. So this is exercise number 7. I'll play it with you. 1, 2, ready, and so now we'll move on to exercise 4. This one's a little bit more technically challenging. It's based on the chromatic scale, which means we're going up or down a half step every time we switch notes. For this video, we're going to start in the lower octave for the first 4 measures. If in your practice time you feel like you've mastered the lower octave, feel free to jump to the higher one, but for now we're just going to stay in the lower one. So let's start off with the first 4 measures. I'll play it with you, I'll give you a tempo, and we're going to stop at the end of measure 4. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, and measures are actually the same notes but in a different rhythm. So you'll notice that we've switched to triplet patterns in the fifth measure to the end, which means that each of those little groups of 3 are going to get their own beat. So if this is our tempo, 1, 2, it'll sound like this. And triplet, 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 triplet. So let's play those last 4 measures, those triplet patterns together. 1, 2, triplet, and. And now we're going to put all 8 measures together. So we're going to play it at the same tempo that we've been playing it at before. 1, 2, and ready, and. Those are actually all the exercises I have for you this week. Make sure you're trying to practice them every single day for maybe at least 5 minutes. It'll only make you into a better flute player, and it'll really help in the long run. So thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you'll come back for more weeks of flute warm-up.